Well, good morning, friends. It is Thursday morning, so it's Science Day, and I have some things here to show you and see if you can decide what it is that I'm going to make with these objects that I have. First of all, I have an empty jar, and I have a lid for on it. I have measuring spoons. I have vinegar, and we know we've all smelled vinegar at school, and it has a really strong smell, doesn't it? So when you smell it, whew, yeah, it's a strong smell. And I have dish detergent that you wash dishes with. Hmm, what do you think I'm going to do with these things? Well, today I'm going to try to make a tornado. Does anybody know what a tornado is? I have a picture to show you. And let's see if I can turn it this way so you can see my computer. Can you see that without glare on it? Let me see if I can back it up. A tornado, let's try it up this way. That's even worse. Okay, well, let's do it this way. A tornado is a bunch of air that goes swirling around, and it comes down in the shape of a funnel. So you know what a funnel is. We use these at school in the water table and different things where the liquid goes down. Well, it comes down in this shape. So the wind swirls around and it can touch the ground. So this funnel can go from the clouds all the way down to the ground. And it's just air spinning and spinning and rotating, we call it, inside of this funnel. And it can make things fly around. It can pick up like really heavy things like trees or animals or cars. So tornadoes are not something we want to be out in when we have it. Now, we don't have tornadoes here very often. In fact, most places that have tornadoes are flatlands. Like we have hills and mountains, and that stops our wind from getting like that. So we don't really have tornadoes very often at all. But let's see if we can make one today. We're going to start by putting water in my jar. Now I have to get some water from my sink, so hold on. I'll be right back. I gotta put the water in so it's almost to the top. Not quite. Maybe I'll spill just a little bit out. Okay, so it's all, can you see my water? It's almost to the top. Now I'm going to put in some soap detergent. I'm just going to squirt a bunch in, just a bunch. I'm going to pour it in, squirting it like that. Okay, now I'm going to add vinegar to this water. What do you think vinegar is going to do to the water? I'm going to add 1 teaspoon. So here I go. I'm going to measure it. I've got 1 teaspoon. Remember, tablespoon is the biggest one. And then we have a teaspoon, a half a teaspoon, and a quarter of a teaspoon. That's how we measure. We talked about that at school. So I'm going to use the 1 teaspoon. And I'm going to fill it up. And I'm going to dump it in my soap detergent. Then I'm going to put my lid on. I think I better put my lid on my vinegar too because I don't want it to spill. And now, when there's a tornado, the wind is going like this, right? So I'm going to pick up my jar and go like this. And can you see the tornado in my jar? I hope you can see that. Let's see, I'm going to do it again. If I twist it around and then I let it stop, you can see a tornado inside. That might be kind of hard to see, friends. I'm going to put a little more vinegar in and see if that makes it any easier to see. I don't know if it will, but we'll try. Well, I've got a lot of bubbles right now. What do you think is making those bubbles? You're right, the soap detergent, because soap detergent makes bubbles, right? All right, so I'm going to put some vinegar in. Let's put some more in. Let's see. Maybe I'll put, oh, that should do it. I hope. I'm going to put the lid back on, and we'll see if that makes our tornado easier for you to see. Right now, there's no tornado in there. Can you see? Yep, there's no tornado. So now I'm going to spin it around and see if you can see. Well, it's kind of hard to see in there, friends. I can see one, but you might not be. I'm going to try one more time and not put quite as much soap in so it's not as blue. 1 minute, friends. Okay, I've got my empty jar again. I'm going to put water in. Okay, let's see. Oh, maybe a little more water. Okay, now friends, we're going to put soap in again. Maybe I won't put as much in so it won't maybe get as blue. Maybe it's harder to see when it's real blue. So I'm going to put just a little in, okay. Now I'm going to try my vinegar again. Let's see what happens. Let's see if it's any better if I don't put as much soap in because it doesn't make it as blue. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to spin it. There, could you see it that time? If I turn this right out of the wind, out of the light, can you see that tornado in there? It's hard to see, but if you have a jar at home, you could use water and soap and vinegar if mommy has some, and you could make a tornado at your house too. I hope you can see the tornado a little bit so that you can see what I'm talking about. But maybe you can make one at home if there's time. Now, today are some of our small groups, so I will be seeing some of you a little later. Bye-bye.